Yo, what it do, family? High value basketball. We are back once again with the best basketball commentary on this side of the whole entire planet. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, you dig? Yo, we got to talk about Kawhi Leonard. Over the weekend, we got an injury update. And we know the situation with Kawhi, it is very, very sensitive. And the sensitivity has reached a new low, our new all-time high. This whole situation, man, injury update, he has reached some undescribed or undisclosed setback from his essentially extended career-long rehab. And of course, more explicitly, more directly, from his rehabbing of his ACL from last year or the year before that kept him out. And we already know that this is not a good thing. For anyone who knows the Kawhi Leonard saga, the man has basically been a 10-man ever since that woeful injury that he did on his ankle. Dude damn near broke his ankle off, and ever since then, he just has not been able to get right. And the can't get rights have stuck. As it has been reported in some of the older situations, it was thought that he had some type of degenerative situation where it's, basically chronic, where, you could rehab, work it out, get everything going. But as soon as you start putting, more pressure on it, as soon as you go back to a traditional workload, it just goes right back to dissolving, or right back to a lesser state. And as we have it here, it seems like something of that nature is going on with Kawhi Leonard. If I'm assuming, totally just guessing and blowing in the wind, it's probably something that has become arthritic. And that can happen when you're dealing with your joints, especially have surgery on your joints and things like that. And there's no telling if arthritis could kick in or not. It just can happen. And I would not be surprised if, based on everything that is going on, as we know about him, he probably has developed some type of arthritic condition in them joints. And knowing, of course, he is a superstar level athlete and all of those wonderful things, the pain that he might be experiencing due to all of the pressures that he has put on his body in the past, it probably is enough to keep him to sit down. Because I know what some of those lagging injuries can be like. It's one thing for you to be able to walk around and just do normal stuff, but to be able to play basketball, it's not even an option as far as taking it seriously at a high level. I mean, that was a part of the reason why I personally stopped playing in my adult years. I actually messed up my MCL and LCL pretty bad on a real bad sprain. After that bad sprain, didn't play basketball ever again. Hadn't played in any former level or anything like that ever since. So I'm not completely blown away by the situation with Kawhi. And I honestly kind of saw this coming because one of my videos I did early on, this was like my first viral video, actually hit like 17,000 views in like 2 days type of thing. Hell, I think it's at like 30,000 now. That particular video I did, what is it here? Catching his transformation. I was one of the first people to post Kawhi Leonard's body transformation with these huge thighs that he developed over the year and a half. When I saw that and saw his body composition completely change, I felt like that was not a good thing. And I also felt like, they are going overboard with trying to give this man as much cushion on them knees as they possibly can. I want to give him as much muscle mass that he can use so that it can make all the work on his knees just that much lesser. Like, I knew what they were working on, but I was looking at this like, nah, that ain't it either. This is not it. That's not the way to go. That's not a basketball body. And lo and behold, look where we are. The man is still not playing. And as the reports come out, it's not a developing, it's not an increasing, it's not a situation that's getting better. The man is done. Let's just call it what it is, yo. The man is done. And it's unfortunate. And it is weird because, we are in the era where players come back from, Achilles and ACLs and MCLs and sprains and tears and all of that type of stuff. But if you're dealing with something arthritic, If you're dealing with maybe even a nerve ending kind of issue, which that could possibly be as well, you're dealing with pain that literally cannot be fixed. Your body is currently in a state of being to where it's gonna send shock waves throughout your nerves no matter what. And so if that's where the man is at and they're trying to do everything they can, to fix him, he needs to just go ahead and retire and make himself into a test case for medical advancement so they can learn how to fix issues like him if future players go down the line and have it. But as far as him getting back on that court, realizing that he's got degenerative situation, he's got something nerve ending, he's got something arthritic going, it doesn't matter what you do. It's never going to be the same. And if anything, if however they're choosing to deploy him, which doesn't make a lot of sense as well. If they're saying that they can't even deploy this man on the bench as a microwave 20 minutes every other game, you know what I'm saying, type of situation, they can't even get that out of this man. He needs to just go ahead and retire, yo. Just go ahead and call it a quits. I mean, the number one thing is availability. You have to actually be able to play. Yeah, you may have tremendous skill. We know this dude has a legendary level of skill, but it doesn't matter how skilled you are. If you are perpetually injured, that means you can't play. So that means you are non-viable. And as this point of the game, and this point of his own career, his age, and what we all have seen, it is very clear that Kawhi Leonard is done. The saga is over. We had our Terminator, but there will not be a sequel to this movie, at least not in LA. So farewell to the homie, man. We're going to always remember the NBA's first cyborg, the first robot, but we also are going to remember how short-lived it was because, man, Kawhi could not hang. High value basketball. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.